And then I've sent over a couple of new pieces. I'll just deal with one of those to start with, the Masquerade. Just the first sort of section up to where it says 2/4 change of time signature. Okay, so I'm going to treat this with hands separately practice for the moment. A lot of fingering, and I've added quite a lot. If it hasn't quite come through, I'll mention it as I'm going along, just in case it doesn't come out on your print. So the first section, this group of sort of a little bit of chromatic work there, that features quite a few times through the music. So always treat it with the same fingering, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 5, and then go to the F with the third finger. Now it is a very legato piece of music, but the pedalling will help with that. But as I practice the right hand for the moment, I won't use the pedal because I think the pedal really goes more with the left hand. So starting again from the beginning, steady quavers, then F, 2, 3, join to the D, and slip the 3 to the E. Next, 1, 2 and 3, then bar 5 is the thumb on C. Now here I'm going to slip the 4 onto the D and take my 2 to the A. That's quite important so that you've got the thumb for the G next. 2 and 3, that's tied, that B flat, little break there, onto bar 10, 2, then again a break, so you play this little group of semiquavers again. Semiquavers, chromatic notes. Okay, now next I put a ring round this 3 switch 5. Okay, which you have to do, you can't really not do that. So straight away, sort of do a quick swap. So then you hold that F because it's tied, C, B flat and A. Now the left hand is written in the treble clef to start with until bar 9, and then it switches to the bass. These underneath notes, typical of sort of accompaniment music, should be held down and if possible joined to the next one each time. So I've fingered it with 5s and 4s quite a lot. Well, actually that's their fingering as well, which works up to a point. I can get to the A, but after that I could put my 4 over and 5, but I soon run out of fingers to do that. So if you can get to the A, which is bar 5, 6, 7, then the pedal will be helping. We'll just jump to the G, jump to the F sharp, now in the bass clef, F natural, bar 10, and E, and then back to F to finish, and that's tied, that last F. So you've got a bit of chromatic work here from the G, F sharp, F natural, E, progressing down the keyboard like that. So while you're holding that dotted minim, if I go back to the beginning, you've got these little chords. So I've fingered those as well, 1 and 2. So join this left hand, then 1 and 3, join to the 4, 1 and 3 again, join down to the 5 on C, 1 and 3, this is bar 5, then join up to the D, 1 and 2, bit of a stretch here, if you can go to the A, 1 and 3, and then we're just going to jump G, 1 and 3, F sharp, 1 and 3, F natural, 1 and 3, then E, and then 1 and 2 on that minim chord, and then back to the 5. Now hold the 5 because it's tied, so you finger the E with the 1, the 2 on the D, and the thumb underneath for the C. So take some time to learn that hand separately because there's quite a lot of finger work going on there which you need to make sure you're happy with. Then if you want to play the left hand with the pedal, I've put the pedal markings in. So I start with the D, sorry, say it again, start with the F, and each time I play the dotted minim, up, down with the pedal, up, down, synchronize it with the note, up, down. So that means I can leave this A and move. break, up, down, up, down, up, down, and back. Okay. Now you might think, well, why bother to try and join these first few dotted minims? It helps because it really is a little bit of a melody in its own right. It just helps to give the hand progression from one bar to the next. If I didn't do that, I'd be jumping quite a lot, which in the end is harder in the long run to do it like that. So as much as possible, and they do suggest it by adding the finger 4 to start with. So they are suggesting by the way it's fingered that the idea is to try and join as much as you can. Sorry. Okay. So putting both hands with the pedal, actually another way of practicing this would be to leave out the chords in the left hand for the moment. Just do the pedal and the right hand, which is actually sort of in unison, isn't it? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now the F sharp plays while the right hand's tied there. Up, down, bar 10, up, down, up, down. Okay, so that's another way of practicing it. And then fill in the chords. I'll go much slower. So it really is about joining everything and careful fingering. Up, down with the pedal. Up, down. I'm going to have to lift the left hand. Up, down. But I'm still holding the note underneath. Still holding it each bar. Up, down. Switch the finger, hold the tied notes, and up, down. Okay, so I'm playing it very slowly, which is the right way to learn it, because you've really got to concentrate on what's going on, each note, each chord, how the bars connect one to the next one. So there's a little bit of blurring when you use the pedal, but when it's a little bit faster, it's not so noticeable then.